What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Professor Anime coming back at you with another video. In today's video, guys, I'm here to bring you all my review of Boku dake ga Inai Machi, otherwise known as Erased, episode 10. So let's get right into it. So pretty much, this was just a build-up episode. It really was. This was just a build-up episode for future events later down the line to happen in Boku dake ga Inai Machi. And by the looks how things are going, it looks like we might see the possibility of a second season to Erased. Now, the main reason why I suspect that is because of the fact that in the last episode of Boku dake ga Inai Machi, we already cleared up the Hinazaki arc. We pretty much finished it. And there are still 2 more children that need to be saved by Sotoro. So with these 2 children that need to be saved by Sotoro, we are bound to get 2 more arcs focusing on each individual child, kind of like how we got a own arc specifically for Hinazaki. Now, there's just no way that the animation studio is going to cover those 2 arcs and only 2 episodes left of the series. There's just no way. So this does open up the possibility for a Boku dake Season 2. So we finally got confirmation on who exactly the killer is of Boku dake ga Inai Machi, and it is in fact the teacher. I mean, sure, there have been very subtle hints and clues on the teacher in general that he could be a possible candidate for the murder behind this series, and even in the beginning of the series, you know, we got weird vibes from him. A lot of us got weird vibes from him, but you know, like, then the series started putting out these other characters that could also be candidates, which was most likely to use to throw us off, which, you know, a series has to do that. It has to throw off the viewer and make them question themselves. However, just the fact that we got confirmation on the teacher actually being the murderer behind this, like, I just don't know how I feel about it, because I was coming up with my own theories for this series, like what if Satoru was possibly the murderer, just maybe from a different timeline, which would be very interesting to see how that would play out. But like, just the confirmation we got out of this episode, it makes everything seem so easy. Like, I don't know, it's just very predictable. So pretty much the entirety of this episode was pretty much just to announce who in fact the actual murderer behind this series is, which is in fact the teacher. And we have it to where the teacher drives Sotoro to a nearby lake, and he is going to now dump his body in the lake. And it seems like Sotoro can't get out because he is strapped tightly in that seatbelt and it will not open up. And the water is freezing in there, you know, because it's been snowing and all that shit, you know. So, I mean, I don't know how Sotoro is going to get out of this one, but I do think someone's going to end up saving him in the next episode. I mean, why would Sotoro die? I mean, we don't see that. Sure, Sotoro might have hindered the teacher's plans, but at the same time, if we look at the dialogue that was being exchanged in that one scene, Sotoro says, "I know your future," to the teacher, and the teacher was walking away, but he stops. So is the teacher going to end up saving Satoru? Which opens up the question, why exactly would he save Sotoro? And also, what is the teacher's true motive for these childhood abductions and all that, you know? I have heard, though, that we are actually getting a side story novel that will come out fairly soon in Japan, basically explaining the reasoning behind the killer's true intentions, his motive behind why he's doing all these things. So it doesn't really seem like these questions will be answered in the actual series. However, we might possibly see a OVA in the future which does explain this, why he exactly is acting this way, but it doesn't seem like we will get those questions answered in the actual series. So was this episode entertaining to me? Sure, it was pretty entertaining to me, but the fact still doesn't change that the confirmation that we got out of this episode on who exactly the killer was made the anime in general very predictable. Very predictable, and that's one of the qualities that I would have to say that Erased faults at. It really does. So yeah, guys, that about does it for this episode review of Boku dake ga Inai Machi, otherwise known as Erased. I really hope you enjoyed it. So let me know in the comments, did you think with the confirmation on what we got in this episode on who exactly the killer is, did you think that because of that confirmation, did it make the anime in general very predictable for you? Let me know in the comments, and of course, if you like this video, please give it a like, and if you want to stay up to date to my future content on this channel, please hit that red subscribe button below, and you'll never miss a video from me. That about does it for this video, guys. I'll catch you all in the next one. Have a great day.